All right, folks, if you would, we're going to get right underway here in Sherman, Texas. It is 1 p.m., and it's sale time. It's good to be here in Sherman. It's a beautiful day, sunshiny day, and we've got a great opportunity and a great set of cattle here, a genetic opportunity at that, to offer to you here today. I'm going to turn the microphone over to David Powell with Premier Cattle Marketing. David's going to make a few introductions, and we're going to get right underway. David?
Well, thank you. It's a great day to be here in Texas. Guys, I'm pretty excited about this set of cattle. I've been working with C&K Acres and the Harvey family, and I asked these guys to dig deep in their program and put together a set of cattle, and I think second to none, what they're offering for the size of their operations. They sure have done that today. I'd like to introduce Senior Bryce Harvey. They come up and say a little word here.
Okay, I'm going to do this from my knee. I'm Bryce Harvey, and I'm a part of the Harvey family, the Harvey Angus Farms, and then my partner in this business is here with his family. That's Charles Hefner with Charles and Kathy Hefner with C&K Acres Angus. I'd like to offer a big thank you for all the support and all the time and all the effort and all the energy that we have put into this. And I know those of you online can't see me. I'm a bit nervous because we're ready to do this thing. We are coming out of the ground and we are excited. And I know that word gets used quite a bit in this business, but I am excited, truly excited to have this offering. I'm truly excited to be a part of something that is so grounded and based in family, and it means a lot to me. This is a God's blessing for me to be able to get to do this. Thank you, Premier Cattle Marketing. Thank you, Joe Beaver. Thank you, Kim Beaver. Thank you, David Powell. Thanks to Riddell Tyner for being here. I've now met his daughter Tatum, and she's beautiful. Hello, how are you? Thank you, Jordan Hunter. Thank you, CCI.live. And I'm going to turn the mic back over because it is time to sell cattle. Thank you all very much for attending, and I look forward to what we have to offer today and in the future. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Senior. I'd like to call Joe Beaver, let him come up here and do a little prayer before we get started.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we want to come to you today, and we thank you, Lord, for your blessings every day and what you've done in our lives and providing for us. And, Father, we thank you for the C&K and Harvey farms today, to be able to work with them and to be able to be a part of this day with them in the beginning of their sales. And we ask your blessings on the sale today. We ask your blessings on each and every one that's attended here and also those that's online, that each one of us would be able to make wise decisions and be able to use what you've given us for your glory and be good stewards of it. That we ask your blessings, and we thank you most of all for loving us. Thank you for Jesus giving his life for our sins, that we can be sin-free and be saved. We give you the thanks and glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Joe. All right. Turn it over to Colonel. You want to introduce anybody?
All right, David, thank you very much. As I stated earlier, it's good to be in Sherman, Texas. We've got a great set of genetics to sell to you, some live cattle as well. As you look throughout your catalog, you definitely can see this is a genetic opportunity. There's some premier genetics as you look through there. There's genetics that if you're looking to improve your herd, if you're looking to have some of the most elite genetics and numbers in your herd, this is the right place to be today. We've got just a few people here representing the sale. Raydell Tyner's here with the American Angus Association. He serves as the regional manager here across the southern part of the United States in Texas. We appreciate Raydell and all the hard work he does representing you all as Angus breeders. As we go throughout the day, CCI.live is here broadcasting the sale online. Shane Vanzant's here. We always appreciate Christy and the crew that she provides us. Shane always does a great job. We appreciate him being here. For those of you that are online, if you would click in early so that I know that you are interested in the lot at hand, and we don't miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. We don't have a lot of lots to sell today, but what we will do is give you ample time there online. We don't want to miss anybody there, so we'll give you plenty of time there online. But if you would, bid early and bid often there online. That way we know we're not missing anybody there. If two people claim the same bid, all I can do in that instance is open up the bidding between those two bidders and those two bidders only. The person that owns the last bid and the high bid will own the lot at hand. So with that, it's a good day here in Sherman, Texas. We've got a great set of cattle to sell you, and I tell you what, it's a good time to be in the Angus business, folks. This is one of the most historic record-setting times that we're in the livestock industry. I was talking with Bryce II here this morning, and we were talking about how high these feeder cattle are and how good this steer market is. And folks, if you're looking to add pounds, you're looking to add growth on those feeder cattle, these are the type of genetics that are going to do so. And the Harvey family and the Kefner families, I tell you what, these are things that they definitely take a lot of pride in. So it's good to be here for C&K Acres and Harvey Angus. And with that, David, let's have an auction.
All right, let's do this thing. Starting off this sale, we starting off with a Lot 1 donor flush opportunity. The Nay Ariana. If most of you have read the footnotes or studied this cow, she is the dam of the $70,000 Men in Black calf that sold in the Vegas sale back in December to Cox Ranches. A lot of people fell in love with this heifer, and she sure enough has done the thing. If you study the calves that are in this book and study the videos, and you see how she stamped every one for the phenotype and the power and the growth numbers, this is one of those donors that I think is a no-miss hit and can really change an operation. Colonel?
All right. With that, the genetic opportunity sale is underway. Here's Lot 1. Tell me, what do you want to give on her? If you would, turn your bids in to Raydell. He's going to help catch a few bids as well, if you don't mind, Raydell, for those that are present, and we'll be right underway. Who said $25,000 on her? The lot number 1. Who said 25? I'm going to let y'all bid. 2, 3,000. I'm going to go give that 25. 3 at 3,000. I'm going to bid. I'm going to that 3,000. 35. I'm going to give that 35. Now 4 at 4,000. Now I'm going to go give that 45. Thank you. Now 5 at 5,000 on them. I'm going to bid. I'm going to get 5, 5, but at 5 here. Hit 5,000 on them. I'm going to bid. I'm going to go give that 5. 55. Hit 5,500. I get to give 55. I'm going to go give that 55. You're out online at 55. I'm going to go give that 55. 5, but at 55. 6,000 at 6,000. Now 5. I'm going to give that 65. One more time. 7 at 7,000 on them. I'm going to go with that 777 at 7,000. You would bid. You would I'm going to get on a flush opportunity on Ariana at 7,000. You would bid. You would I'm going to go with that 7,000 at $7,000 on them. I'm going to go with that 6750. You want to be 7.5 on the phone. 67.5. 65's online. You want to be 7.5 at 65. Now 7.5. I'm going to go with that 67.5 at 67.5 here, and you would bid. You would buy. I'm going to go with that 67.50 at 65 7.5. I'm going to go with that 65 7.5 here, and I'm going to go with that 65 7.5 at a night tab up. Sold 6,500. 6,500. That's going to buyer 614. 614. All right. Tell us about that Lot 1A.
All right, we're going to move right into the daughters of that cow. Lot 1A is a flush sister to the $70,000 Men in Black that sold in Vegas. You're talking about a phenotype that's pretty darn good out there, and I think the people that's come and studied this animal will really fall in love with her. You're talking about, look at the growth in this animal, 114 for weaning weight, 197 yearling weight. It's hard to get that today in just such a phenotype.
Oh, you betcha. Big time growth female here. 114 weaning and 197 at a year. Talk about big time growth. And what do you want to do here on a Man in Black daughter? And how many dollars? What do you want to give on her? How many number? Am I going to go give that 5,000? Hit 5,000. You would have bid. You would have bought. I got it at 225. At 2,000. 25. 3. You would have at 3. 3. 35. At 35. How about it? 4. You would have at 4. 4. 4. 45. At 45. How about it? Am I going to go give that 45. 5. 5. 2.5. 5. At 5. 5. How about it? 45, 5, get it in 5, but I'm going to get 45, at 4,500, get 5 pair, now, but I'm going to get 45, what do you think, how about it at 7.5, at 45, 750, I get it, I'm going to go with that 47.5, at 45, 7.5 here, and you but a bid, you but a bomb, how about it, 7.5, 5,000, hit 5,000, now, but I'm going to go with that 5, but it at 5 here, now 52.50, at 5,250, how about it, I'm going to go with that 52.5, 5, at 55, how about it, I'm going to be 55, at 55, how about it, I'm going to go with that 55, now 7.5, at 7.5, I got it at 6,000, at 6,000 on a moment, I'm going to go with that 10, but a bit 6 here, it's 6,000 on a moment, I'm going to at 2.5, and 62.50 on a moment, I'm going to go with that 62.5, Bill, you got to be 2.5 online, at 62.5, here but a bid, here but a bomb, I'm going to go with that 2.5, sold 6,000, Joe Beaver on the phone. 2 bar C, that's 627. Thank you, Joe, for handling that. Here's 1B.
All right, 10-4. Next in line is 1B, is Enforcer Daughter out of the Lot 1 donor. Another opportunity to acquire a beautiful fronted, phenotypically correct animal. But then again, you turn around and you look at the genomic package that's in this heifer, the growth at 108, they turn around and then go to $364 C. That is hard to find in a phenotypical package like this. Let's sell it.
You betcha. 108, 199 yearling, and look at that $C. 364. Look at that carcass. 1.27, 1.19. And tell me on them. I'm going to go. What do you got to do? I'm going to do that 2,500. Now 3. At 3, 35. At 2.5, 5. 35. I'm going to bear to my 35. 7.5, 4. At 4,000. I'm going to bear to my 4. I'm going to 4 here. Now 2.5. 42, 50, 45. At 45. I'm going to bear to my I'm going to go with that 45, 5. I'm going to bear to my 7.5. 47, 50. Now 5,000. At 5,000. I'm going to go with that 5. I'm going to bear to my I'm going to go with that 5. Hit 5,000. You have to bid 2.5 at 52.50. I'm going to give it that 2.5. Mike, you got to be 2.5 at 52.5. Now 55 at 55. I'm going to go with that 5. But at 5 here, negative at 7.5 at 7.5. 6 at 6,000 on a moment. I'm going to go with that 6. But a bid 6 here. Now 2.5 at 2.5. 5. But at 5 here, and you have to bid 5. Hit 5. 65. Hit 6,500. Now 7.5. Now 7.5. Now 7.5. Did you do it? 7. Now 7. Now 7. I'm going to go with that 7,000. Hit 7,000 on a moment. I'm going to go with that 7. 7,000. Now 2.5. Now 2.5. Sam, you got to be 2.5. 72.50. 72.5. I'm going to go with that 72.5. Mike and Sam, you're both out. 72.5. I'm going to go with that 2.5. But I'm going to go with that 2.5. Sold $7,000. 7,000. 627, 2 bar C. Thank you, Joe, for handling that.
Goodbye there, guys. Okay, now we're getting into the 1C heifer here. And this heifer has hit me hard ever since I've come out here. She's been the heifer that stands out. She's the power, the phenotype, pretty fronted. I mean, does everything her genomics says she should. I mean, she stands out. And if you're talking a front pasture donor, this is it. Let's sell it, Colonel.
All right, you betcha. Here B1, B5, 409 weaning, 194 yearling, big time growth, 365. You betcha. There's number ones all across that DNA data. And tell me, what are you going to do? Look at those markers. I'm at it on 2,025. At 2,025, 3. At 3,035, I'm at it on beer. I'm at it at 4. 45, I'm at it on 5. At 5,055, I'm at it at 6,000. I'm at it on 5. 65, 7. At 75, 8. At 85, 9,000. I'm at it at 95, 10. At 10,000 on them, I'm at it on beer. I'm at it at 10. At 10,000, you would have been, you would have bombed to 10. I'm at it at 10,000. At 10,000, you want to be 5? 9's on line. 5. At 95, I'm at it on beer. 95, don't miss her. At 9,500, what an opportunity. At 95, now 10. At 10, I'm at it on beer. I'm at it at 7.5. At 7.5, now 10. At 10,000 on them, I'm at it on beer. I'm at it at 10. But at 10. At 10,000, 10. Now 10.5. Now 10.5, Jared. At 10,500. Here but a bid. Here but a bomb. I'm at it on beer. I'm at it at 10.5. Now 11,000. Now 11,000. 11,000. Now 11,000. Yeah, but a bid. Yeah, but a bomb. 11. How about it at 5? At 11,500. That's okay. Now, but it at 5. But it a beard of mom. But it at 5. At 11,500. But it a beard of mom. Get it on. But it 5. But it at 5. At 11,500. But it a beard of mom. But it at 10,500. 11,500. At 10,005's bid. 11,500. But it a beard. You want to be 11? At 11,000, sir. You want to be 11 one time? At 11,000. 10,500's online. You want to be 11? At 11,000 on a mom. But it a beard of mom. Get it on. But it at 11,000. 11,000. Go ahead, David. I'll let you talk about her one more time.
Guys, as you see, if I know a lot of you couldn't make it out here to take this heifer in person, but like I said, she is powerful, and to have all those ones in the genomics and everything else, you know, you're talking about. I don't know. It's hard to say this cow unless you see her in person. She's just very powerful. Let's sell her.
She is powerful, and as you put in the footnote, holy cow. All right, 10,750's bid right here on the seats. I'm asking 11. At 11,000. I'm going to bear them out. Raydell's in. At 11,000. I'm going to bear them out. Going to be 11 in Georgia. 2.5. 11,250. 11, 2.5. At 2.5. I'm going to bear them out. At 2.5. One more time. You started this on 2.5 here, and you have a bid. You have a bomb. I'm going to go. And I got it on to give that 11, 2.5. You want to be 2.5? 11, 2.5 here, and you have a bid. You have a bomb. I'm going to bear them out. I got it at 2.5. Sold $11,000. $11,000. That's going to Beaver Dam. 613. Thank you guys. Going to Georgia.
Putting together a good operation there.
All right, here's 1D.
All right, next we're going to sell a couple of sets of embryos. They're going to be out of a flush sister to that heifer that just sold. Coming out of the 1B53 heifer here, we had a hard decision on which heifer to sell between this 1B53 and 54. And evidently, you know, Charles went out and, you know, he kept the one that's a little bit softer made, maybe just a tick smoother in the shoulder and maybe a little bit more moderate kind of deal. And she's in the future donor pen here, and they're going to let some of their first progeny out of this cross go. And then, you know, people have been paying attention to what Hollywood's doing. I think he was the lead-off bull. The offspring was the lead-off bull to 2 sales already this weekend, and who knows what will happen tonight. So he's taking the country by storm. So, Colonel, let's sell him.
Oh, you betcha. Here's the 1D, the Ariana Hollywoods. And tell me, what do you got to do? I'm going to do 3 IVF embryos with a guarantee of 1 pregnancy if by a certified technician. Okay, tell me, what do you got to do? I'm going to go give me that $1,000 on them. I'm going to do 1,000 apiece. We're selling them times 3. $1,000. Who said 4 or 5? At 4 or 5. How about it at 5? 600. At 5, 5.5 then. At 5's online, 5.5. But at 5, 5.5. 5's bid, 5.5, 600. At 600, but at 6 here, half there. Now but at 6.5. 6 is online, half. At 6.5, 7. At 6.5, 7. Now but at 7, 7, 7. But at 7 there, you're out in Missouri. And if you're in Missouri, you are out at 700. 6.5, 7. At 700. How about it? Go to that 7. Now half. At 7.5. How about it? At 750. 750. Now 800. Now 800, Charles. At 750. 800. How about it? I'm going to go with that 800. At 800. I'm going to get 8 there. And you have to bid. You have to buy them 800. At $800 on them. I'm going to go with that 800. 7.5 right here on the seats. 800. You're out in Missouri. I'm going to go. You're both out in Missouri. I'm going to go with that 800. Don't want to miss you guys. At 800. And last and final call tonight. Tab up. Sold $750 right here on the seats.
Do you want one or both?
He's going to take 1D to 624. Now we're going to sell 1E. Now we're going to sell 1E. And tell me, here's 1E. The same mating guys, the Hollywoods, Ariana, and 3 IVF embryos and a guarantee of 1 pregnancy. I've got 5 online, 5.5. 5.5, 600. At 600, how about it? I'm bearing them half. At 6.5, 7. Now 7. Now 700. 700. How about it? I'm going to go to that 6.5, 7. 700. Now 7.5. 7.5. Got to be 7.5. 7.5. 7's online. 7.5. 7.5. I'm going to go market steady. I'm going to go with that 750. 750. You don't think those are as good? I'm going to go with that 7.5. 7.5. I'm going to go with that 750. It's the same Hollywood. 750. I'm going to go with that 750. You want to be 25 at 725? How about it? I'm at 25.50. 725.50. I'm going to go with that 7.25 now half at 725.5 here in you but a bid here but about 7.5. James, I've got 725 right here in Texas. You got to be 750 online. I don't want to miss you, James. 750. 750. I'm going to go with that. 750. Sold. 725 to buyer number 624. Thank you, Ray Dale. Bring on, that's right. Bring on that lot number 2A. 2, excuse me.
Yep, we're going to sell lot 2 first. Lot 2 is the donor. We're, this Athena cow strikes the heart, and Charles, this is one of his babies that he's raised up. And y'all, if you'll study it, this is the number one monumental proven cow in the breed. You try to find another cow that does what she does, and she does things very well, from 141 marbling to 105 ribeye, the growth, but if you turn around and you see the video and watch this cow, the power, the thickness, the way she walks, feminine, and what her daughters have done. You can look in this book between the 2A and the 3A and the 3Bs. She stamps all these heifers, and I think that she's something special. If someone is paying attention, is needing to breed bulls or heifers, this cow could surely get it done. And today we're going to do option for half or double the purchase price.
You bet. Here's lot 2. Here's Athena. You are buying half interest with the option to double. Make no mistake. Read the bottom of that footnote. She sells with a Hollywood heifer calf born March 28th, guys, and that calf is good. And tell me, what are you going to do? I'm going to let y'all bid on her. 2,025. Now 335. I'm going to beard them at 35. 4 at 4,000. I'm going to beard them at 4. 45 at 5,000. On them, I'm going to beard them. Got to be 5 at 5,000. You better bid. You better buy 5,000. On them, I'm going to beard them. Get it at 555. Here's an opportunity at $5,000. I'm going to go with that 555. But at 5 here at $5,000. You better bid. You better buy 5,000 on a big time cow. Hit 5,000's all now. But I'm going to give that 45.5 at $5,000 here out in Wisconsin. Now, but at 555. And Charles, you're out as well. Now, but at 555, you better bid. You better buy 5,000. Hit 5,000 on them. I'm going to beard them. I got it at 555. I've got you at 45. I'm asking 5,000. Yes, sir. 45. Now 5,000. Now 5,000. Now 5,000's all now, but I'm going to give you that 5. Now, guys, here's a cow. As I went throughout these cows, and when I got down here with Charles, this is a cow that definitely stands out. Here's a cow. If you're looking for one that's going to change things, look at that marbling, 1.41. If you're looking for a breed changer, as David said, the highest monumental, most performing monumental in the breed. This is a big opportunity. We haven't paid for the heifer calf, and just think what that heifer calf's going to do being out of Hollywood. I'm not asking too much. I'm asking too little. Here's a good cow. 45's bid, 5,000. I'm going to beard them. I got it at 55. Now 55. At 55. I'm going to beard them. I got it at 55. 55. But I'm beard them. I got it on. Be thankful. I'm at 55. At 5,500. Get you 55 there. And you better bid. You better buy 5,500. 55. 55. Nope. I didn't do it. Thank you, Shane. 55. Thank you, Brian. Now 6,000, sir. 6,000. I don't want to miss you. 6,000. You want to be 7.5? 57.5? 57.5? 57.5? Now 6,000, Brian. Now 6,000, Brian. I hope you don't miss your flight by that much, Brian. 6,000, Brian. I'm going to go with that. 6,000 on them. I'm going to beard them. I'm going to go with that. 6,000. Last and final call, Brian. And 6,000 on them. I'm going to beard them. I'm going to go with that. 6,000. Now 2.5. 62.50. 62.5. I'm going to go with that. 62.50 on them. I'm going to beard them. The cow's just that good. And 2.5 there. Neighbor to bid. You to buy them. 62.50. Sold her $6,000. We're going to let him type in if he wants half interest. He does have the option to double. We'll give him just a second to do that. Okay, if you want to make your decision now, you can type in there in your chat. We're going to give you about 5 seconds. 2, 1. We'll talk to you after the sale, Brian. All right, here's lot 2A.
All right, guys, if you guys have been through the pins here, this heifer surely stood out to everybody. Drop my mic here.
She is a mic drop type female.
Yeah, she is. You're talking about the growth that's in this heifer, the carcass, the $C, the balancedness, but it's the phenotype, the smoothness, the power, the hip, the rump in her, the way she holds herself, the presence. This heifer surely stands out. and should be a feature in this sale, should be topping the sale.
You betcha. Here's a nice Peyton daughter. And what do you want to give on her? Big time growth, 105 winning. And how many dollars? What do you want to give here? Now, I'm going to go give it that 5,000. And two's bid, 25 at 2,025. I'm going to at 335 and 35 4. But at 4. But I'm going to give it that 4. 35's online 4 at 4,000. I'm going to give it that 4. 2.5 at 42.50. Let's see, 2.5, 5 and 45. But I'm going to give it that 45, 7.5. And 7.5, how about at $5,000 on them? How about at 5? And now 2.5, 55, and 55, you would have bid, you would have bought 55, sir. And now 7.5, how about at 7.5, and 7.5 online, 7.5, how 6,000 on them? How about at beard, I got it at 6. Now 2.5, and 62.50 on them. How about at beard, I got it. I'm going to go with that 62.5 there, and you would have bid, you would have bought. I'm going to go with that 62.50 on there. Now get it. I'm going to go. You're out in Iowa, and 62.5 there, and you would have bid, you would have bought. I'm going to go with that 62.5. Sold $6,000. $6,000 right here on the seats. 616. Thank you very much, Jack. Talked to you guys this morning. Appreciate that. Here's 2B.
Goodbye. If y'all pay attention, a lot of you guys talk about, they've seen these grenade cows that are come across the country, and people have really loved them, their phenotype, the power, and everything else. Well, today we are bringing you the #1 grenade heifer in the breed. It goes back to that monumental cow that we just sold that heifer out of. Look at the growth. I keep harping this. These cows are about as balanced as you can get, from the growth to the carcass to the $B, the $C, plus the feet, the structure, the phenotype that's on this group of cattle is second to none. All
right, here be 2B, the big time grenade. And how many dollars? What do you got to do here? 168 yearling, 98 weaning, and I mean big time ribeye to go along to boot. And how many dollars on them? I got it. I'm going to go to me. What do you got to do? I'm going to do. Who said 5,000? At $5,000, I got it. I'm going to go give that 225. 25, now 3 at 3,000, 35, I'm at at 35, 5, I'm at 4 at $4,000 on them. I'm at I'm going to go give that 4 at $4,000. I get it. I'm going to go give that 4 and I get it. I'm going to give that 4,000 at $4,000. If you're looking for growth, if you're looking for pounds, here's the opportunity at $4,000. I get it. I'm going to go give that 4 at $4,000 at $4,000 on her. I'm going to give. Who gives 7.5 at 37.5? I'm going to give 5, 7.5, 37.50.
Yeah.
Now 4,000. Now 4,000. I'm going to go with that 4, but at 4 there. Now, but at 4,000.
This birth to winning spread, you won't find one with more with a 1.8 birth with a 98 winning weight.
That's exactly right. Where are you going to go, Raydale? Where are you going to go? 1.8 birth, 98
you won't
weaning,
find it.
168 a year. Guys, you're not going to find that kind of spread just anywhere. Here's your opportunity. I have 37.5. I'm asking 4,000. 4,000. Only 4. But I'm going to go with that 4,000. Only 4,000. At 4,000 on her number. I'm going to go with that 4. Did you do it? At 4,000. Now 2.5. At 42.50 on them. I'm going to go with that 42.5. At 42.50 there. And you would have been 42.5. 42.5. But I tap up. Sold her. 4,000. 4,000. That's headed to GDD 612. 612. Thank you, David. Here be the 3A.
10-4. We're going to start the young pair division here with this leadoff 3A heifer. She is a Sunbeam daughter, back to that monumental cow. The good thing is, y'all, she laid down and had a Hollywood bull calf that knocked it out of the park. I think she's $396 beef on this bull calf.
$C, yep.
$C. But you're talking about the bone that's in this calf, the width across the back. This is a herd bull coming up on her side. Plus, this cow has such a beautiful udder, thick-made, powerful heifer, walks smooth, great foot. Another front pasture cow.
A front pasture cow with a herd sire at her side, guys. If you get online and you look up this bull calf, the 1% and those performance numbers are off the charts.
Huge.
In 1% in over 5 categories. 95 weaning, 163 at a year, 1.44 marbling, and 1.49 ribeye. Here's a pair, guys. Here's a pair. What an opportunity. Who said 10,000? I'm gonna go give me that 10,000 on them. I'm gonna beard them. I got it at 2, 25. At 25, I'm gonna beard them. I'm gonna at 3, 3, 3. I'm at 3,000, 35. I'm at 4. At 4,000, 45. I'm at 5,000. I'm at 55, 6,000, 5, 65, 7,000. I'm at 75, 8,000 on them. I'm at 9. At 9,000, 95. I'm at 95, 5, 5. I'm beard them. I got it at 95. At 95, I got it at 5. Got to be 5 there, Travis. I got 9 right here. You betcha. 95. At 9,500, Travis. I'm gonna go with that 95. She's big time good, Travis. At 95, 5, 5. But at 5 here, I don't like her. Have it at 95. At 9,500, get to get 5 there, and you would have been 5. At 9,500, how about it? I'm gonna go with that 95. Anybody else at 9,500? I don't want to miss her. Don't want you to miss her, Travis. 9,500. 9,500. But I'm going to go with that 95. But I'm going to go with that 9,500. Sold the pair. $9,000. 9,000. 624. You're going to like her.
Another goodbye.
Bring on 3B.
Well, let's go to her flush sister, Sunbeam. Another one of those Athenas. This heifer comes to you, cavities, 11 CED. Plus, she has plenty of growth with a 132 marbling and 112. Laid down and had another Hollywood bull calf, March 27th bull calf. Awesome calf. Folks, if you've seen these Hollywood calves out here, Hollywood is really doing it. He's going to make a mark out there. Big bone, across the back, everything. Excellent calf. Beautiful other heifer. Let's sell this thing, Carl.
All right, you betcha. Tell me, and how many dollars? What are you gonna do here? How many dollars? I'm gonna go give me that big time calf here. How many dollars? What do you want to give? How many dollars? I'm gonna give me that 10,000. At $10,000 on them, I'm gonna beard them. I'm gonna go give me that 10. But at 10 here. At 10,000, I'm at 225. At 225, 3 there. 35, 4. At 445, I'm gonna beard them 5. Hit 5,000 on them. I'm gonna beard them. I got it at 5. Bid it at 5,000. Hit 5,000's all now. But I'm gonna give me that 5,000 on them. I'm gonna beard them. I got it at 5,000. Hit 5,000 on a mama and beard and I got it at 7.5. At 45, 7.5. Here would have been, here would have been 47.50. At 47.5 here, and here would have been, here would have been mama and beard and I got it at 7.5. 7.5. 47.50. Guys, here's another opportunity to not have to go out and buy that herd bull here when he's 18 months, 2 years old. Here's an opportunity to buy the factory, buy the herd sire, raise him up. He's going to get older and go back and use him on your herd. This is a big time bull calf at sight. What do you want to do? 37.5. Now 4. I'm going to give it that 4. 42. 42.5. 5. 45. I'm going to 45. 7.5. 47.50. 7.5. 5. I'm going to 5. At 5,000. I'm going to go give it that 5. But I'm going to go give it that 5. At 5,000. 5,000. I'm going to give it that 5. I'm carrying the mail now, but I'm going to give it that 5. 5,000. Now 52.50. Now 52.50. 52.5. 52.5. I'm going to go with that 52.5 at a night tab. Sold. 5,000. Raydell.
619. I'm taking that one for Z-Buck.
Thank you very much. Z-Buck buys 619. You betcha.
All right, let's go to lot 4 here. This is a donor that's been in this operation here. It comes out of the Cox program. Goes back to one of the very good Righteous daughters. Her flush sister was the $19,000 selection by Cross Angus in the Wilkes sale back in October. You know, this cow has really made a mark here, and they've got a lot of progeny coming, and they're really beautiful animals. So they had an opportunity. They decided, let somebody else put this in their herd, and she sells open, ready to flush. These guys will stand behind. If you guys are, worried about her being open and everything, they said they would keep this cow here and get her bred for you, AI, if you wanted to, and then get her to you if you're worried, or you could take her home and open and flush and start making some babies.
You betcha. She's fully guaranteed, guys. She does sell open, ready to flush. What a donor opportunity. If you're looking for that donor, if you're looking for one to go into the donor pen and make big changes and big moves in your herd, here's the black cap daughter that can do it. What are you going to do? Who said 10,000 on her? 10,000. I'm going to go with that too. 25. At 2,500. I'm going to get it at 3. But at $3,000. I'm going to at 35. At 3,500. I'm going to get 5s all. But at 35. But at 5 here. Negative at fully guaranteed. At 3,500. I'm going to get 5 here. But at 35. But at 5 here. At 3,500. You would have been here. But I'm going to go with that 35. At 3,500. I'm going to get 2.5. 5. At 32.5. But at 5 here. But I'm going to go with that 35. At 3,500. You would have been 3,500. I get 35. 35.
I think we're missing the mark here, Colonel.
You betcha. A lot better cow. 3,500. I'm going to go. Give me that 35.5. Look at my cow. Don't overlook her, guys. 3,500. 35. I'm going to go. Give me that 35.5. Bet it at 5 here. Now 35.7.5. 35.750 at 37.5 here. And you would have been. I'm going to go. Give me that 37.50. Sold. 3,500. 3,500. Headed to Georgia. 613. Beaver Dam buys. Thank you.
All right, let's go to lot 4A and 4B. Here's some embryos, 3 sets of IBRF, guaranteed 1 pregnancy per lot here. They're out of the Beal Breakthrough Bull. A lot of you guys have seen the calves across the country, you know, where he's a real Cavanese bull. I think it makes really well with this power cow here. Like I said, he's been taking the country by storm with these calves on the ground, so let's sell some embryos here.
All right, oh boy, tell me, what are you going to do? I'm going to give on the embryos. I got it done 3 of them, 1 guaranteed pregnancy, guys. I'm going to go. Tell me, what are you going to do here? You had 500. I'm going to get 5 here. Nib it at 3, 4, at 3.5. Then I got it see the 3.5. I'm going to at 3.5. Let's see, about 4 at 400. I'm going to give it that 400. I'm going to get 4 there. Nib it at 400. At 400's all. Now, but I'm going to give it that 4, 4. And you but a bid. You but about 400 at 400. And I'm going to go with that 3.5s in Missouri. I'm asking 400. Now 400. Now 400. 354 at 400. Now, but I'm going to go with that 400. I'm going to get 4's all at 400. Now, I'm going to give that 400 at $400. 400 times 3, guys, on 3 opportunities here to get some breakthrough calves. That these Bill breakthroughs have been doing big things all across the breed, Raydell. And here's an opportunity to buy them for only $400 an egg. Don't miss the boat. That's right. The best is yet to come with breakthrough. You're about to hit the breakthrough. 400, 400, 3.5, 4. I'm going to go with that 4 at 400. Now I'm going to go with that 400 at 400. All now, but I'm going to go with that $400 on a mama. I'm going to go with that 400 at 400 at $400 all now, but I'm going to go with that 400. Sold. 350. 350. That's going to go to buyer 614. 614. Thank you. All right, you're going to like those. Here's 4B, the same opportunity, guys. We're going to roll right into those. Here's 4B. And tell me, what are you going to do? Now, but I'm going to go give it that 3.5, 300, 3.5, now 4 at 354. I'm going to go give it that 4, but I'm going to go give it that 400. Have it at 4 at $400 on a mama. I'm going to go give it that 400. And I'm going to give it that 4 at $400 on a mama. I'm going to go give it that 4, but at 3, 4, now 4 and 3.5, 4. You got to be 4. Have it at 4, but at 4 there, and you but about 4 at 400 at $400 on a mama, and I'm going to go with that 400. Sold. 350, 350, 625 is the buyer. Sending those to Illinois. Thank you, guys. Here be lot number 4C.
Yes, 4C is a no substitute open heifer. Back out of that Cox donor we just sold. Pretty flashy little heifer here, you know, Cavanese. And like I said, she is a yearling heifer, open. You guys can take her home, breed her your way, or flush her, do what you need to do.
Got her whole life ahead of her, guys. What a nice, no substitute daughter here. I'm gonna give. There's no substitute for greatness in this one, guys. Here's a really nice female. And tell me, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go. Tell me, what are you gonna give? I got it at 5,000. Hit 5,000 on her. Now I'm gonna get it at 225, 2,500. Now I'm gonna give it that 2,000. Now I'm gonna give it that 22.5, 2,000, 22.50, 22.5. I'm gonna give it that 22.50 on a mama. I'm gonna get it at 2.5 and 22.5. You get 2.5, now 5. Joe's in at 2.5, 5, and 22.5. But I'm going to give it that 25, 5, 5. But I'm going to give it that 5 at 2,500. I'm going to get 5's all now, but I'm going to go give it that 5, 5, 5. But at 5 here, hit 2,500. I'm going to get 5's all. But at 25, at 2,500. I'm going to get 5 here, and you but a bid, you but about 2,500. 2,500. I'm going to get 5's all now, but at 25, 5. Breeder to the bull of your choice, 25 at 2,500. I'm going to get 5 here, and I'm going to go give it that 2,500. Sold. 22.50, 22.50. That's 628. 628. Thank you, Raydell. Thank you, Joe Beaver. Carrying that on order. You betcha. Here be 4D.
10-4, 4D. This heifer, I wish we had a video for. You know, we kind of added her late into the sale after we had everything going, and the way this spring's been, we couldn't get the photographer and camera guy back out there. But this happens to be probably one of the deepest gutted, biggest gutted Powerball females that I've seen out there. You know, If you like them soggy, if you like them, broody but still have a clean front, and then have the Cavanese growth spread from a 10 CD to an 89 weaning weight, the marbling at 135, great package here, guys. Get her home, get her bred, she'll make you money.
Oh, you betcha. Charles, here's that Powerball daughter we talked so much about with all the power, all the broodiness, and that big, big middle. This is a big-time female, guys, with her whole life ahead of her. And to me, what are you going to do? Now, 3,000, now, 225. At 2,000, now, I'm going to give that 22.5, 5. At 25, 5, at 7.5, 3. At $3,000 on her, now, I'm going to 3, but at 25, 3. At 25, bid 3 there, now, but I'll take 7.5. At 25's bid, 7.5. I'm going to go with that 7.5, half, but at now 3. At 3,000, now 2.5. I'm going to get a 2.5, half, but I'm going to get a 2.5. At 32.50 on a mom, I'm going to get a 2.5, half, but I'm going to get a 2.5. And 32.50 on a mom, I'm going to give that 2.5. Now 5. And 35, 5, but I'm going to go with that 35, 5, but I'm going to get a 5. At 3,500, get you 5s all, not going to go with that 35. At 3,500, get you 5s all, not going to go with that 35. You're out on the phone at 3,500. Get you 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 3,500. Sold 3,250. 613, 613. Send her to Georgia.
Striking again. All right, let's turn to lot 5 here, guys. Lot 5 is really a feature in this sale. She probably could have been lot 1, most definitely. Number 1 Storm Daughter in the breed. I keep harping number one, but these guys have put together some cattle that sort to be the number 1 cattle. If you take a look at the phenotype that's in this cattle, the power, the hip, the feminine front end, big-footed, wide across the back, and you look at her numbers with the 80 weaning, the 143 marbling, a 1 for ribeye, y'all. If you compare her to her contemporary group or age group, I know a lot of times we get lost and comparing these numbers to these new little fancy calves hitting the ground. We really need to be studying contemporary groups and go from there. But the key to this thing is she laid down and had a heifer calf that is one of the best looking heifer calves I think we'll see this year. Then she turned around, the genomics came back, and she is phenomenal.
Oh, you bet she is phenomenal, guys. Here's the opportunity. Here's the opportunity. They can't all be lot 1, but this one is the lot 1 kind for sure. And I tell you what, she's gained a lot of attention all across the land. And here's Rita. Here's the opportunity. Has that good heifer calf, that enhanced heifer calf at her side. And I mean, what an opportunity here.
Hollywood calf.
And tell me, check your footnotes. I got it. I'm going to go. Man, what are you going to do? Update time. I got it. I'm going to go. Check your updates. I got it. I'm going to go. Yeah, I got it.
No. She has
is that right?
No, this update.
Charles? Right. Hollywood heifer calf.
Yes.
Okay, so this update is wrong.
Yeah, DNA and everything.
DNA typed. Check your footnotes, guys. Make no mistake. We've got a correction here on the update sheet. It is a Hollywood heifer calf. I got it. I'm going to go. To me, what are you going to do? I got it. I'm going to go. Just read my notes. I got it. I'm going to go. To me, what are you going to do? I'm going to give me that 50,000 on a big time opportunity. Who said 50,000? I got it. I'm going to go. Give me that 6,000. I got it at 6,000, 7,000, now about it at 8,000, now about it at 10,000, at 10,000 on them, now about it at 12, 11, 12, at 12,000, now about it at 13, 14, now about it at 15,000, and 15,000, now about it at 16, 17, now about it at 18, 18,000, see the 18, now about it at 20, at 20,000 on them, I'm going to make it at 20, 20, 20, at 20,000 on them, I'm going to make it, I'm going to go with that 20,000, at 20,000, you would have been 20,000, she's that kind of female, at 20,000 with a Hollywood heifer calf at side, guys, at 20,000, 18's bid. Who said 20,000? Yeah. 20,000. Now 21. 20,000. 21. Now, but I'm going to make it at 21. Now 2 at 22,000 on a mama. I'm going to make it at 22. 2. You got to be 22 at 22,000 on a mama. I'm going to make it at 22. 22. There will be. There will be. The opportunity is right here at hand, Raydale. There's going to be people wishing they'd have bought her. 22,000. Now 23. 23. Try the 23. 23. Let's see. How about it at 23? Now 25. How about it at 4? 24. 24,000. How about it? I'm going to go. 3's bid. 24. 23's right here on the seats. 24. 24. You're out on the phone and you're out online. 23's right here on the seats. 24. 24. 24. She's that kind of female. 24. 24. Now 25.
Jordan, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I think people are missing the mark on this Hollywood calf, and I think we got a little confusing here in the beginning. You know, you're sitting here, you know, this calf is, I think she's a 396 today. You know, you're talking about the power. This calf the calf alone is worth this amount. Then you're comparing it to this cow that's the phenotype, the power, the front end. There's folks out there that, you know, some other sales that would sell this heifer, you know, cow for $100,000 easily. Let's get back to it.
I think she should bring that today. 25,000's online. 25, 26,000, 26. I was just getting started. I got it. I'm going to give it that 26,000. I'm going to beard him. I got it. I'm going to give that 26 at 26,000 on him. I'm going to beard him. I got it. You got to be 26, Joe, at 26,000. 26,000. I don't want to sell you out. 25, 26, 26. 26. I got it. I'm going to go give that 26,000. Hit 26,000 on a mama and beard. I got it. I'm going to go give that 26,000. 26,000 on a mama and beard. I got it. I'm going to go give that 26. Sold the great female for $25,000 to 613. Headed to Beaver Dam.
Putting together a herd of cows. Let's turn over here to lot 5A. This is a yearling Excalibur heifer calf that goes right out of that lot 5 donor. And as you see on the video, you see the power, the elegance, the front end on this heifer. But she is, a lot of people don't know about the Cox Excalibur, but you're talking about phenotype and power that comes out of the lady family. Crossed with this cow here, the phenotype's there, the power's there. The genomics are there, the growth's there, the carcass is there with a 149 ribeye. You know, there's ones and single digits in her DNA. You know, this is a special attraction here, guys. Let's not overlook her.
Oh, you betcha. Here's 5A, big-time ribeye, big-time marbling. What a female. What did I'm going to go to me? What do you got to do? Now I'm at 5,000. Now I'm at 2, 25, 2,500. Now I'm at 3, 3, 3. I'm at 2.5, 5, and 35, 7.5. How many of them 4? At 4,000 on her. Now I'm at I'm going to go with that 4, 2.5, and 42.5. Any more? 45, and 45, 5. Want to be 5, 4, 5, and 4's bed, 45. You didn't make it online. I've got 4 on the seats. You can be 2.5, Shane, at 42, 50, 42.5. I'm going to go with that 42.5, 45, 45, 5, 5. I'm going to go. Let's see, 45, Barrett, 7.5, and 7.5. I'm going to go with that 7.5, and 47.50, and 47.50 there. And I'm going to go with that 47.5, 47.50. Don't miss her. I'm at 47.5. Now 5,000, Shane. Now 5,000. I'm going to give Sam the ample time. 5,000, Sam. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 47.5 bid, 5,000. I'm going to go with that 5,000. Is he done, Shane? At 5,000. I'm going to go with that 5, bid and beard. I got it at 5,000. Sold. 47.50, 47.50. 616. Jack Coleman, thank you.
Goodbye there, goodbye. Okay, let's turn over to lot 6 here. This is a queenie here that they bought from the High Roller. She's a power play. It goes back out of the famous Queenie 2AX that's put some of the most powerful females out there in the breed. This female, if you guys watch the video, is pretty special. Her length, her depth of body, the front end on her is spectacular. She's laid down and had a bull calf to the cleanup bull. She's cleanup sire here, the registration 19919807 here. So they are giving you an opportunity to put your prefix on that bull calf if you would like. The bull calf is a pretty darn good little bull calf. The udder on this cow is second to none. Guys, this is something special here. Another front-end pasture. They've dug deep, and they've given us a great offering. Let's keep it going.
All right, here's Queenie, guys. Here's the Queenie with that great calf at side by the Enhanced Sun. And I tell you what, this is a cow that definitely caught my eye. If you're looking for one with a lot of maternal to her, looking with one that has big-time good udder structure, here's an opportunity. I really, really like this female today. And how many dollars? What do you want to give on her? Who said 5,000? At 5,000 on her nominated number. I got it at 5, 335, and 335. Poor, name it at 445. Now 5,000. Nominated number. I got it at 5. At 5,000 on her nominated at 555. 6,000 on her nominated number. I got it at 6. And 55's online. 6,000 on her nominated number. I got it at 6,000. It's $6,000 on her nominated. I'm going to give it that 6,000. Any more there? Nominated. I'm going to give it that 6. And $6,000. I got it. I'm going to go give it that 6,000. 6,000. 55's online right here in Texas. I'm asking 6,000. 6,000. I get it. I'm gonna go with that 6,000 and 6,000 on her. Now I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go with that 6,000 and $6,000 on her. Now I'm gonna go with that 6,000. $6,000 here and you but a bid and you but a bomb. $6,000. I get it. I'm gonna go with that 6,000. Sold 5,500. 5,500. Thank you, Andy Maupin. 623.
Goodbye there, Gabriel. All right, lot 7 is out. Let's turn over to lot 8 in the book. Unfortunately, we lost this calf on this cow. She will sell open. They're guaranteed a breeder. It'll be another thing if you like. You can leave her here and they'll get her AI'd for you, or you can take her home and breed her the bull of your choice. No fault of her. That the calf got lost here. Cavanese cow with a lot of growth to her, a lot of carcass. Dollar beef, dollar C. If you watch her, she's a pretty good heifer here. We had a pretty, she's turned out to be a lot better than a lot of the Powerballs that are out there. So let's tell her.
Oh, big time female here. Powerball, stallion. All the genetics stacked up right here. And what do you got to do? I'm going to go give me that 3,000 on her. Now I'm at 225 at 25, 7.5. I'm going to beard him. I got it at 7.5. Now 3 at 3,000 on her. I'm going to beard him. I got it at 3 and 3,000. I'm at 3 there. And I'm at 3. I'm at 3,000 on her. Now I'm going to beard him. I got it at 3 at $3,000. Now I'm at 2.5 and 2.5. What do you think, Aaron? Now I'm at 2.5 and 32.55. I'm at 5. At 35, 7.5 and 7.5 here. Nib at 4 and 4,000 on her. Now I'm going to give that 4, 2.5. Now 5 and 45, sir. Nib at 45. 4's bid. You didn't make it, Shane. No, online. You both came at 4. This gentleman here, I recognized him at 4,000. I looked him right in the eye at 4,000. If you want to be 2.5, Jim, I'll let you in at 42.50 in Wisconsin. 42.50. 4's bid right here on the seats. 42.5. That's as fair as I can be, guys. 42.5. 42.5. 42.50. I'm going to go with that 42.5. 42.5. I'm going to go with that 42.50. 42.50. I'm going to go with that 42.50. Sold 4,000. 4,000. Is that going to Bear Creek?
Bear Creek, 622.
Bear Creek, 622. Thanks for coming over today. Here be the lot 9.
Okay, let's get into some more of these pairs here. There's some of these 2-year-old pairs. Lot 9 is a prime divine daughter. If you look at this heifer here, she's laid down. She's got a voracious bull calf at side. Genomic very well. Cavanese, 12 CD to 85 weaning weight. Take this pair home. You got a herd bull right here to side to pull off and sell. This cow, she has 18 top 10% EPDs. That's very balanced. She's top 1% for weaning weight and yearling weight. RDG, carcass weight, dollar beef, and dollar C. This is a beautiful little package right here. A lot of opportunities here.
All right, tell me, what do you got to do? What a pair. I'm going to go to me, and how about $? Who said 5,000 on a good pair? Now about it at 225. How about it at 335? 4 at 4,000 on her. Now got it done. Lots of activity online. Now about it at 35's bid. 4 at 35 on her. Now about it. I'll take 7.5. 4 now 2.5 and 42.5. 5. How about it? I'm got it at 5. But at 45. Yeah, 4,500. Get 45. 5. But at I got it at 45. 7.5 and 7.5. Now 5. I got it at 5. But at 5,000 on her. Now I got it at 5. Hit $5,000. She's that kind of female. 5. Hit 5,000. I got it. I'm gonna give that 5. But at 5. Hit 5,000. Hit 5,000. 45. 5. Hit 5,000. 5. 52.5. Hit 52.5. 55. I'm at 55. At 55. 5. But at 55. You didn't make it. At 55. 5. I'm at 5's online. 55. At 55. I'm gonna go give that 5. 55. 55. 55. Now, Joe, I've got 5,000 online. You can be 52.50 if you want back in. 2.5. 52.5. 52.5. I got it. I'm gonna give that 52.5. 52.5. At a night tab up. Sold $5,000 for 5,000. That's headed to California to 641. 641. Thank you, Tony.
All right, let's turn over here and let's look at lot 10. Lot 10 is a Fireball daughter. Very balanced. 136 marbling, 103 ribeye. Cavanese at a 16 CD with a negative 0.7 birth weight. Then she's turned around and she's got a voracious bull calf at side, and the genomics is even good on that one. 13 CD to a negative 7 birth weight. 176 marbling kernel on this bull calf.
You betcha, big time, voracious calf at side. All right, tell me and how many dollars when you want to give on her. What a pair, fireball, voracious. What an opportunity. I'm going to number to get at 5,000 on her. Now I'm going to number to get at 2, 25 at 25, 7.5, 3, now at 3, 2.5, and 32.5, 5. How about number to get at 35, 5, at 35, and now 7.5 here. Now at 4 at 4,000. Now at 4, 2.5. How about at 5 and 45, 5. What a pair, 45, 5, at 45. 7.5 and 5,000. Now, but I'm going to give it that 5, but at 5, 45, 5 and 45's bid. I'll take 7.5 and 45, 7.5. Anybody else there? Now, I'm going to do it. Now, but at 7.5 and 45, 7.50. How about I'm going to get it at 4,750. Sold 4,500.
22, Bear Creek.
622 Bear Creek. Thank you very much, Raydell. Journey over to lot number 11.
All right, let's look at lot 11 here. Is a Sigin Enhanced 2-year-old. She's got a man in black bull calf at side. The bull calf has 17 traits in the top 15. That's pretty balanced there, Colonel. And you look at the udder and the good-looking calf. This is a heck of a package.
Oh, you betcha. What an opportunity here. Wow, what a good enhance. Coming to you guys, the Sigin Enhanced daughter with a man in black bull calf at side that is really stout and good. And tell me and how many dollars on her. Now, but I'm going to go give me that 3,000. Now, but at 2, 22.5, 5 at 25, 7.5. How about I'm bearding 3 at 3,000 now 2.5. How about I'm bearding I got it at 3, 32.5 and 32.50 on them. I'm going to bearding I got it at 2.5, Brian, and 32.5. How about I'm bearding I got it on. I'm going to go give that 3,000, 2.5, and 32.50 on a mom at a number. I'm going to give 32.50 on a mom at a 2.5, and 32.5, half, three's bid, 2.5 at 3,000, 2.5 here, neighbor bid, here, but I'm going to go give that 2.5. Go ahead.
A year from today, that bull calf is worth more than they're buying the pair for. You got a free cow after a year.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, guys. A year from now, Raydell makes a good point. A year from now, the bull calf alone is going to be worth more than you're buying the pair for right now. Pretty good opportunity. Money-making opportunity. 3,000, now 2.5, 32.50, 32.5, 32.5. I'm going to give it that 2.5, 32.50. I'm going to give it that 2.5, half, but I'm going to give it that 32.5, 32.5. Brian, you want to be 2.5, 32.50. 32.5. I'm going to go give it that 32.5. Really good pair. 32.5. Now 35. Now 35. They were listening in Bulldog Country. 35. 35. 35. I'm going to go give it that 35. 3,500. I sold the pair 3,250. Go Dogs 652. 652.
Georgia bound.
I think it was a really good speech, Raydell.
It was.
All right. Here's lot 12.
This is it. Last opportunity of the day here, guys. We're having a great sale. Let's finish it off with a bang. We got an enhanced 2-year-old daughter here. She's laid down and had a Sunbeam heifer calf. Cavanese, balanced carcass. I mean, just extremely balanced heifer. Beautiful little package here. You know, the cow's got 13 traits in the top 10. I mean, we heart balance, no holes. You know, take her home, put her in production. Let's make some money with her.
Oh, you betcha. Here's a big-time enhanced daughter with a good Sunbeam heifer calf at side. And how many dollars on her? And what are you going to do? I'm at a number. I got it at 3,000. I'm at 2, 22.5, 5, and 7.5, 3 at 3,000 on them. I'm at 2.5. I'm at 3,250 on 32.50 on them. I'm at a number. I got it. I'm going to go give that 2.5 and 32.50. I got it. I'm going to give that 32.5, half, but a number. I got it at 2.5 and 32.50 there. And I got it. I'm going to give that 2.5 and 32.50 there on them. I'm at a number. I got it at 2.5 and 32.50 there, and you would have been here, but I'm 32.5, 32.5, 32.5. If you've checked heifer prices across the boards here recently, guys, we're way under the money on this good pair. 32.50, 32.50. What an opportunity. 32.5, 32.5, 32.5. How about it? I'm going to go give that 32.5, 32.5. I got it. I'm going to give that 2.5, half, 32.5. Right there. You didn't make it, Joe. You can be 35. I got 2.5 next to you. You can be 35. 35. 2.5. Now 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. I get it on to gig with that 35. 5 but I don't bear them. I get it on to gig with that 35. 3,500. I get it on to gig with that 35. 5 but it 5 but it 35. Sold. 3,250. Goes to buyer 633. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our auction here this afternoon. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you in attendance here in Sherman, and also